What is this strange structure? Sit back and watch, because I'm going to take you on a virtual tour of not one, but two really, really old industrial sites that are completely abandoned now. And let's go do that right now. It slightly resembles a temple or pyramid type structure. It is really, really old, but it's not a temple or anything like that. It's actually a furnace. We're going to go inside here. It's pretty cold out, so you'll see some icicles. We'll go in through here. Yeah. It's an iron smelting furnace. Check that out. Isn't that awesome? Kind of reminds you of The Ring. Alright. So they put coals in at one point here and then stoked it up. Put the iron, I guess, in the other outlet. It is a monumental piece of engineering. It really is. There's a lot of graffiti in here. So we're in Bath County, Kentucky. We're in the Owensville area. You can see where they have metal here to help kind of keep this keep the structure up. There's some evidence there of chipping of the intense heat. Now, if you go all over the Ohio Valley region, you'll see lots of these. It's not an unusual structure in this area. I've seen some, way bigger than this. Another interesting feature is that even a lot of local people around here don't know about this, because you'll dismiss it if you don't watch out. Because there's a metal plate here, right underneath. See if you can see it. See if you can see it. Two handprints. Let me get out here and try it from another angle. I don't want to bang my head. I'm really tall, so this is what it looks like. Big piece of iron right here. This thing was built to last, you can tell. So there's the two handprints. And nobody knows for sure why these are there, how they got there. There's several local legends about how they got there, but some people say that it belonged to the builder. Others say one of the workers here put it there, but it's actually, if you look, it's in relief. Like it's convex rather than concave. So you'd had to have put your handprints from the other side. And it had to have been so hot you wouldn't be able to actually put your hands on there. To do that, I don't know. They seem to be sculpted in there. But they're there. Now the sun's starting to come out. You can see how big this thing is. So it's next to Slate Creek here, and as you can see, there's picnic tables here. This is a county recreational park. In the summer, a lot of people still come down here. See this whole area here. People will kayak in the creek. So let's go up the steps though. They made cannonballs here is what they did. So there it is, and it's called the Old Slate Furnace. It was dedicated as a park in 1970 by the Owensville Jaycees. So they preserved it. It has a plaque iron made in Kentucky. Let's take a look here. The Bourbon Iron Works. Like I said, they made cannonballs. I've done some metal detecting here quite a bit, and I've never found anything like cannonballs or anything left over like that. I found some slag and some maybe some railroad ties and some pig iron, that sort of thing. Now there's still picnic tables here. It's closed down here for the winter, but it used to be really nice. There was a playground over here with, they had a jungle gym and they had a swing set. They took us down here when we were 8, 9, 10 years old probably. We had a big time, we really remember it. Around here I think is where the swing sets were, right here. And in the summertime this place is opened up and it's used quite a bit by people to picnic and kind of hang out. One thing about it though, weird things do happen here. There's a couple of unexplained deaths, or at least that are either unexplained or at least have weird circumstances surrounding it. I won't go into the details, but there's at least 3 deaths that were actually very similar. Had some similar circumstances that were unrelated, or maybe related. Nobody really knows. Nobody really knows for sure. But that's kind of part of the history of this place. So here we have another one. This one is called Clear Creek Furnace. You really can't go inside it because it's barred up now and it appears to be partially collapsed. Look at that. Now this is in Daniel Boone National Forest, but it is not well maintained anymore. It's almost in complete disrepair, completely dilapidated. Just the structure remains, and this little kind of picnic area here. People still do come up here quite a bit. They do mow it, I know that. There's a lot of trails around here. People take their kids. This looks like larger stone than the other one. And the plaque that was there is gone. It's been gone for years. But I remember it used to be there. It told all about it. Now it's nothing, basically almost like a graham cracker. That's really sad. You'd think they could repair it. That's the problem with a lot of these places. There's plenty of great tourist attractions, but nobody wants to promote or preserve it or anything like that. There's a trail all the way around it. Let's go up here. By the way, this one's not very far from the one we were at a minute ago. 10 miles, maybe. Alright, so this is collapsed completely. I'd say it's probably pretty dangerous. if anybody did try to rebuild this. I don't know. Now that I see it here, it almost would take a crane or something, and then the whole thing might go. The outside is still pretty solid. Yeah, pretty cool. This is a great piece of lost history. Great monument to the engineering of the old days. Now it's called Clear Creek for a reason, and you can see the water is quite clear. It is well named. It's a great little stream too, especially when the water's up. There's a lot of little rocky areas and waterfalls and through here. And a lot of times if you look around too, you'll find like this. And some people collect this, I guess. This is called slag, and it really resembles obsidian. And structurally, it might be very similar to it, but this is not obsidian. It is it's slag, and this comes from the coke. This is a byproduct, a waste product that they have when they smelt the ore. So there's a lot of this around here, quite a bit of it. Now we're on Chaltowee Trace, which is a really good through hike or section hike. Yeah, this is a great spot. If you're into meditation, if you practice Tai Chi or something like that, this is a really good spot to do that. So this is Chaltowee Trace here. Really nice woods through here. I just thought I'd show it to you. This time of year there's nobody out here. It's a really cold day. So on to our next destination. Let's go. So here we have like an old hippie bus. That's great. I love the front of it. And this is the kind with the rounded back. A tree's growing up through it there on the side of it and in the back. This is the kind with the round back on it. Now, there is a story about the rainbow gathering coming to this spot around here, real close to it. And they broke down, one of the buses broke down and they abandoned it. I don't know if this is that exact same bus or not, but that did happen. Probably about 30 years ago or so, maybe sometime back in the 90s, I believe it was. This bus is a lot older than that, but this could be the one.